call is now being recorded.
Hi, this is Brent Porcio with TopVelocity.net. We got Austin on the line. Austin, forget your last name. What's your last name?
Easter.
Austin Easter. Cool, Austin. So, tell everybody a little about yourself. Tell them how old you are, where you're playing, and all that.
I'm 17. I'm playing at Allegheny High School in North Carolina. I'm a junior right now. I'll be graduating next year.
Awesome. And you came into the 3X programs, was it last summer? Was this past summer?
Last summer. It was this past summer.
This past summer. So tell everybody a little about that experience coming into the programs and, you know, your impressions of it and everything when you first came into that camp.
It was really tough, to be honest. It was a lot harder than you'd think, coming in and learning a new system and all the pitching stuff that you didn't know and what you're trying to get down the drills. And it was a rough 2 days, but it definitely turned out for the best. A lot of positives come out of it, and it was definitely worth the money and hard work to put in to come down.
Yeah, awesome. And your grandfather came down with you, and he's been helping you out through the program and stuff. I've been staying in contact with him and kind of helping you guys through it. So what was it like continuing through the 3X programs following the camp? Was it, did it take a little time to get good at it, and how did it all go?
It took a little time to get good at it because at camp I wasn't very good with the med ball drills because a lot of mechanics I hadn't worked before. But after maybe a week or two after I got back, I started getting the hang of it. And lifting was, it was really intense workouts, and they were tough, but it was, you felt real good, and you felt a lot stronger after it. And the pitching mechanics and the throwing, it was a lot of work to get used to. Once you did, it was good, and you could feel the changes when you did something right.
Awesome. And you went that summer before you went into school. Did you get through the entire program, the full 16 weeks?
No, I didn't start because I was still playing baseball in the summer. I started in the fall, and right when school started. I did the whole 16-week program.
You got through the whole 16 weeks?
Right, and then we started the in-season and preseason.
Cool. So you've been through it all. So when you first came into the 3X Velocity camp in the summer, what did we gun you at that camp? You remember?
I was at 85. Cool. That's the highest I got was 85.
Yeah, that was good. And tell them your size and everything, because you're not really, you're not a big tall guy. You're a stocky guy, but you're quick. But how tall are you?
I'm 5'9", 5'9.5".
Yeah, 5'9". And you were 85. Yeah, you had some good numbers as far as your athleticism, your vertical jump. What was your vertical jump? Do you remember when at the camp?
No, I'm not sure. It might have been 30-something, but it wasn't. Well, it wasn't 40 like it should be after you get through with the program. I guess it was a little lower than usual, I think.
Yeah, I think you were actually more around 25 or 26, if I'm trying to remember. Yeah, and as far as, and I know all the med throws were new to you, but when you were first coming to that camp, were any of those Olympic lifts, was that new to you as well?
Yeah, I've never really done a lot of power cleans and hang cleans. I've just done bench press and stuff like that. And the towel pull-ups and stuff, whenever you start getting into the more intense parts of it, I'd never done that. And that was a real challenge. Once you got it down and could get your grip good, you really start feeling a lot of improvements.
Yeah. So what do you think, out of the whole, after doing that 16 weeks of the program, what do you felt like was, what was giving you the best results you think out of the program? What do you think was really, really, significant?
There was a lot more. I generated a lot more strength, but speed was also a big part. I think I ran a 7.3 or 7.4 the fall before I came down that summer, and then this fall I ended up running a 6.8 60. So there was a real difference in speed and explosiveness.
So you were saying, as you were going through the program, you were seeing everything getting better as far as, your 60, your vertical jump, your maxes. You were seeing everything going up, right?
Right. I mean, like with jumping, I could get up probably halfway on the net of a basketball on a 10-foot goal, but by the end I could, grab rims. So everything went up when you went up in strength and through the program.
So cool. So you went into the spring, and you're in the spring, and I think you're 2 games ago, your grandfather called me. You had a pretty good season. So tell him a little bit about that outing.
That was actually the first real game of the season, and I did the whole routine before, and I worked out before the day of the game, and everything leading up to that. And I felt really loose, and I felt probably the best I've ever felt. And when I went out on the mound, I was just smooth and triple extending and trying to hit my points instead of worrying about velocity. And velocity came, and I had good control. I only gave up 1 hit that night and had 16 strikeouts and was consistent 90 to 91, hit 93. So it really helped my velocity and my control because all the mechanics were coming together.
Wow, dude, that's great. You touched 93. That's a big jump. So that was the first time you had ever seen those kind of numbers?
Yes.
What kind of feeling was that like? Was that, you felt like all that hard work had paid off?
Yeah, I mean, I've always worked hard, but it never really paid off too. I really balled into the program and did everything it said, and hard work really did pay off. And with this program, I don't think it would have been possible. That's
awesome, man. Well, it gets me pumped up when I hear that kind of success. And yeah, you've definitely been a hard worker. Your grandfather's been telling me how hard y'all been working, and still working hard. And I think this can be some big things for you going to start happening. I mean, have you heard from any schools, any colleges lately?
Yes, I've already visited the University of Charlotte, and I'm going to visit the University of Wilmington. NC State is recruiting me. Clemson's recruiting me. App State, Winthrop, and a couple others. But I mean, it really kind of, some of those were talking to me before, but after that first game, Charlotte Scout was there. I think after he saw that and how it improved over the summer and the fall, and it kind of really opened up their eyes because the velocity increased and control. So I think it helped me out a lot with that too.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, once those kind of schools see that you can consistently get over 90 like that, I mean, that's big. I mean, that puts you into a whole other class. So, just keep focusing and doing what you've been doing, working, and keep working hard. And I mean, you still got another off season. Have a great season and enjoy this. And then summer
Right.
you can do it again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you doing this little interview. And any wisdom or any advice you'd like to give out to some of those guys, high school or even in college who are, considering, doing some, a program like this, like the Drake's Fishing Velocity program? Any advice you give them on what it takes to, or no, on what they need to do and how, what kind of commitment they need to make to make that kind of a change in their career?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth it, especially if you're a low velocity guy or a mid to high 80s. If you want to bump over the 90 mark and really get, especially if you're in high school and want to get schools looking at you, this system really worked for me and for a lot of others. I remember Mitch, he committed to LSU, right?
Yeah.
And, it helped him a lot, and there's other kids it's helped. And if you work hard and follow the system, you're going to see improvements. But, if you slack off, you're not going to at all. It all comes down to how bad you want it. And if you work hard with this program, you'll make something of yourself.
You're right, man. That's what it takes. The problem is most guys, they're scared to make that commitment. They just, that's the problem up front. They're just afraid to commit and then, work as hard as they can and just put it all out there,
Right, and if you commit and get down and grind every day, you're going to see improvements and you'll be happy you did it. But if you don't, then you're just going to be average. You're an average guy,
right.
Where you should be above average.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I mean, I'm sure you had tons of weeks where you didn't want to get out there and work. You wanted to just lay in bed. You were exhausted.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, man, I'm excited for you, Austin. I think you're going to have a great college career, man. Just keep it up, and just, I'm still here to help you guys. If you have anything comes up, any issues or anything, let me know, man. I'll keep you moving forward. We'll hopefully see you on TV one day, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Are you going to do the level 3 or whatnot?
Yeah. Yeah, I got level 3 if you want to come down this summer, or if you just want to wait for me to launch it. I'm going to launch it sometime this summer. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. You'll love it. It really does take it to another level. All new throwing drills, strength, the strength conditioning program is a lot of the similar lifts and exercises, but it's just a lot more intense. But the throwing drills are awesome. Completely new system that just builds on top of the level 1 and level 2, and I think you're gonna love it, man.
Well, I look forward to it. Hopefully I can come down, but if not, I'm gonna definitely try it.
All right, man, I'm all for it. We'll just stay connected, and it'd be awesome to have you down here training with us this summer if you can.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Austin. We'll talk soon, man. See you.
All right, see you.
Man, see you.
All right, see you.